Welcome back. I am Chris Thompson. I am here with my partners BJ Marshall and Brian Poole. We are the Western Maryland Dominators, part of our DMV Subto group. For some reason, somebody thought we should be in charge of something. Well, somebody thought I should be in charge of something,
Pace.
and then I brought you guys on board to make sure I could, hold up my end of the deal. But all kidding aside, we've got something pretty darn special going on. Between our happy hours and our power hours. You guys don't mind kind of filling in on kind of what we all do?
Not at all, sure. So I'm an integrator tied to Brian and Chris here. If you've ever read the book Rocket Fuel, you know that a lot of great things are built on the combination of two elements. A visionary, which are these two guys, and an integrator, who's the one who is the glue who helps get stuff done. And in just the past 3 or 4 months, we've gotten a lot of stuff done. I've only joined the community of Subto 6 months ago, and in that time, I've grown my portfolio by 50%. We have a weekly power hour, which is really 2.5 hours, but we call it a power hour because it
We
sounds
call
better.
we call for 1 hour,
Yeah.
and then we keep adding more stuff to it.
Right. We do cold calling of tired landlords. Currently, we're focusing on the Cleveland, Ohio area. Do that for an hour. In just an hour, we're able to get something like 19 leads that we've
On average, yeah.
We've
I would
closed
say
on
we're
one.
averaging about 350 calls in
We've
1
closed
hour.
on one. We have another in the works. We might have a third in the works. And anybody who calls on our team, if it leads to a closed deal, they get bonused out $500. We also have paired that up at the end with an educational series where we'll talk about anything from systems and processes, like what I do, fix and flipping, contracting stuff like Brian does, branding, which Chris does, a lot of other things. It's an amazing community. And all real estate really is a numbers game built on community.
You took the words right out of my mouth. and then some. So I'm Brian Poole. I mainly do fix and flip on properties. I've been doing that for, it's almost 7 years now. So I guess it was almost 6 years that I pretty much did things on my own. And I was getting just a few flips a year. It wasn't too many. Partnered up with somebody, which, some people are like, why would you want a JV? It's just taken away from your profits and things like that. But to tell you the truth, I've more than doubled my projects. And then once I joined with these guys, just in general, the people I've met and the deals that have come my way, I'm 5 times what I've ever done before just this year. I've never had more than 2 flips at once, usually back years ago, and right now I have 5, and they're all being done at the same time. So it really, community, JV, it goes a really long way.
Systems and processes.
Systems and processes, huge. You can get so unorganized in this industry, and you just feel like you're spinning your wheels, or every day it's
Ain't
just,
that the truth?
yeah, at the end of the day, you're just like, what happened today? But now with other people involved, it's just really taking a lot of the burden off of me and off of them, and it just helps out a lot. So the community and JV and what were we saying, competition versus
Collaboration.
Collaboration
Way better
versus
than competition.
than competition. Collaboration. So many people think that you can't share the money, you can't share your information, you can't share this. I've dealt with so many wholesalers that don't want to share any secrets, and it's like, why?
It's
you guys
insane.
have no idea what you're limiting yourselves to, but because we have branched out and opened up to so many people, they all open up to us, and the deals just pour in. So collaboration 100% is the way to go.
I would rather take 33% of a good deal than 100% of no deal. And the fact that we have so many more deals coming our way, you can grow the pie. There's no reason to be greedy.
And even if it was 100% of the deal that you got, the headache that comes along the way with it,
It's a huge headache.
it's just you're taking on everything by yourself, and it's almost like, I'd rather take on 3 deals at 33% than 1 deal at 100%, and kind of disperse the burden amongst all the people involved. So
And
it's
one of the
def-
best things that I think it especially works great with us is we each delegate to our strengths. Obviously systems, processes, fixing and flipping. I've been more of a long-term rental guy for most of my career. So we all bring different aspects to the table, Now, yes, I think Brian and I are both visionary, and you're always warned, don't team up with a visionary, but I think we both bring different aspects of the visionary role. So I think that's what's given us our success so far. And talking about our power hour, we've had 9 weeks so far. We were going to be on week 10 this week, but obviously we're here at this event. But just in that, when we started this, I was figuring we were 6 to 12 months before we really needed to start hiring from within and bringing people that can continually show up to the group. And after 8 weeks, we've already brought on 2 lead managers to help fill in some of the roles, because Brian and I were the lead managers and we just weren't getting enough of it done. So we've already scaled enough in those 2 short months to have to bring on lead managers to continue some of this follow-up stuff. And I'm blown away with just the minimal success that we've had so far, that I'm really excited to see what's going to happen moving forward.
Yeah, and the people you find along the way, it's pretty wild, because when you're not really getting out there and involving yourselves in groups or networking, you just meet a few people along the way, and they kind of have a grasp of things, or there's someone really good at it, but you just don't really connect. But when you have this, especially this weekly group that meets up, or even the one that's monthly, you just really find the people are really out there making things happen.
We do have a few more people that show up to the happy hour versus the power hour, though.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be the beer.
Might be the beer.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It might be the food truck.
Steinhardt does have really good beer.
Yeah. It's just amazing the change between last year and this year alone, just from community and networking.
I got involved in real estate at the end of 2020 because pandemic gave me some opportunity to do so, but I just rolled my own. I got my first 2 units, long-term rentals, through conventional financing, and then I got tapped out. I couldn't get any more loans because I was over leveraged. So I found creative financing. That's where I found PACE in the Subto community. 1 month later, I got tied with Chris. About 2 weeks later, I got tied with Brian. So we've only been doing this for 6 months. And
the idea came up, and we were already starting to do some stuff together, but the idea for everything we're doing now didn't even come up until May. And we're sitting here, at the end of August.
yeah.
So it really has not been that long that we've been working together. It just flows so well. It feels like we've been working together for like 6 years instead of 6 months.
Yeah, it feels like, why was I not doing this before?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I come from the traditional real estate retail world. I've been in the business for 17 years now. Wow. So I've been involved in real estate, and especially on the retail side of stuff, it's so cutthroat that now more on the investment side of things, where it's community and collaboration versus competition, we're all chasing the same goal, but we're doing it together and sharing the burden and the stress and all of the things that go with it. It just makes it that much more enjoyable, and we're scaling a whole lot faster.
I'm amazed at how quickly we've been able to grow in this partnership, especially since I'm a defense contractor and I can't have my cell phone with me during the workday.
We found
so
ways.
Has been
thank
a
goodness
real
for all the different apps.
That's been a challenge, trying to communicate where I'm out of pocket for 6, 7, 8 hours, have to go to my car, check my phone during my lunch break, and my phone's blowing up because they've texted like 30 messages.
They do overflow sometimes.
It's been killing you too, because now he's talking about, well, you turned down one job because of how much you really like real estate and whatnot. It is, once you get that itch, it's all over. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
It's kind of a weird position to actually turn down a job that they offer you with a pay bonus to say, well, if I took that job, I'd be out of pocket even more, and that would thwart the goals I have of growing what we have here. It's kind of a weird position to be in, where you have to say no to amazing opportunities like that. But this is an even more amazing opportunity, so I'm happy to do it.
And a good example of that is that I won't say what you make, but he makes good money. And to go and say, I'll take less money to keep going, doing what we're doing,
Chasing
goes
your
to
passion.
show. Yeah, it just goes to show. It's like, it just, I don't know, it's just something you feel, and you just really like the
Well, and
brotherhood of it all.
It speaks a lot to his character as
Community,
well.
yeah,
It's
right.
like, hey, I believe in our team
Right.
more than I believe in just.
Which was even
you know,
your decline pitch to the person. right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
To the main person, yeah. So.
Hey, no pressure, no pressure.
Right. Yeah. But yeah.
Well, cool. Thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And like we said, we do a power hour cold calling session every Saturday in Frederick. There'll be some information below, above, somewhere around here. We'd love for you to join us. Come check us out. And then we also do a monthly happy hour in Frederick. I'll put some information on that somewhere on this page as well. So thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time, and hopefully we'll see you at Power Hour.
Thank you.
Take care.